Something resting on my mind. Wouldn't have been here, maybe no, had not been for you. Wouldn't have been here, child, had not been for you. Way down here, Lord, where you wanna do? Way down here, where you wanna do? It's so bad I say, fix my supper, woman, let me go to bed. Fix my supper, child, now, let me go to bed. This while I live, don't go to my head. Yeah. This while I live, don't go to my head. Come on, baby. Johnson on the guitar, y'all. God bless y'all. Thank you so much. I'm going to be turning 50 on this boat on Saturday. There you go. Thank you. When I was 21 years old, I was living in Memphis, Tennessee. I had moved there from the greatest, most widely recognized home of the blues, which is Portland, Maine. So a little bit of a culture shock. And I was playing on the street one night out of a little boombox. And come walking down the street with Dwayne Burnside, Kenny Kimbrough, and David Malone Kimbrough, Junior's oldest son. Junior Kimbrough's oldest son. And they said, "Hey man, we're looking for a sax player, but we like the way you play harmonica." They said it reminded them of Lee Oscar, which was the first song we did was a war song, with Lee Oscar quoting there. But I played both the harmonica and the saxophone parts of mine. Yeah. Anyway, I drove down the next day to a Pizza Hut in Holly Springs, Mississippi to meet him. And David recognized that I was in a lot of trouble. you know, with all kinds of bad drugs. And he said, listen, you can't do any, you can drink and you can smoke weed, but you can't do any of that when you're with me. I said, okay. I felt better. And he gave me a room, he gave me a place to stay, he gave me clothes to wear, and he fed me. And he took me in like I was one of his own. And for that, I've been forever grateful. That evening, thank you. He said, we're going to do a gig. And we drove to a club that didn't look like any gig I'd ever done before. It was a place called Sue's. And when we got there, a juke joint, when we got there, somebody got stabbed in the parking lot. Right when we got there, I'm not joking. So I went in, and I put my amp on the floor, and I sat on it so nobody would wonder why I was there, because I wasn't the only white boy in the club. I was the only white boy for miles and miles. And David Kimbrough said, we're going to introduce you to Mr. Wizard. And sat next to me, the great R.L. Burnside. This was back in '95. And he sang the lyrics that I'm singing you right now. And I was too young to understand them at the time. And unfortunately, or just from growing up and getting ready to turn 50, I can say I get them perfectly right now. So I'll say one more line of this now that I introduced it. I'll tell you, today I was up in the crow's nest and I was listening to Terry Harmonica Bean and Mr. Super Chicken. And I felt it. I felt it just like when you smell a smell that brings you back to where you were when you were a kid. It brought me right back to that juke joint, Junior Kimbrough juke joint. I spent every Sunday there for a little over a year. And I mostly remember it. R.L. said, see my jumper, baby, love.